GRL GP1. We are here today around Brazil. Penultimate race of the season. Qualifying has started off a little bit wet, but I'm here today with my umbrella man, Hockey Hess. How are you today, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Happy to join you. Excited to see some good racing here in the wet weather. Yes, we're good to go.
That's good. Yes. Like we'll say for a couple of people that might be watching that don't race for us, for next season we will be setting up a GP America. I mean, and it's irrelevant to this race, but we'll say it now just to get it out. Hockey Hess is going to be the admin of that. He's going to test people, so if you know any Americans that poor connection might not help them race in European leagues, get him in there and we'll get him tested. Hockey Hess will test him. So yeah, so you're looking forward to all that hockey?
Oh, I am. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be an exciting way to add some more people into the mix, kind of expand GRL. You know, we'll see some interesting guys. You know, a lot of people can't make it on weekends all the time, especially different. So it'll be very good to see. Yeah, just message me.
Obviously, it'll be a hell of a lot later than, or it'll be more your time, won't it, as opposed to our time, which is very early for you lot. So it's just one of them things to help you out as well.
Oh yeah, very good. Because I think it's about 2 o'clock when I turn out for the races for us. You know, normal time for you guys 7. Yeah, so it'll be nice to see a lot of people in the evenings.
And that's the earliest race we do, 7 o'clock. So
yeah.
But that's just all right. I mean, things happen. We get used to it. So we're here today. It's a wet qualifying. I think everyone's trying to get out before it hammers it down. They are on dries. A lot of guys are on dries still. URL Hamilton is out first. He's on the soft tire, the super soft tires. I mean, the one stock is available around here, and a few people have pulled it off over the other 2 GPs. So it'd be nice to see what other people can do around here.
Yeah, I find it very interesting that everyone's out on the slick tires right now. It still looks like some pretty good rain coming down, you know?
I think the track is pretty dry, so it's always the fastest strategy, isn't it? So
we got a couple people spinning. Sector 2 and 3.
There's been a collision with Schumacher. And Ghost Court, what's happened there? Well, I think Ghost Court spun on the wet weather. So I presume unless URL makes a mistake, he will be first. Other people might know him as Black Bandit. He's making his debut today. Same as Aaron Dazzler. Lewis 300. Ghost Colt has returned, and I think that Sacred Melon is also new. So a lot of new faces that are getting ready for the season 3 of GRL. Oh, we've lost the back end.
It was very good to see some new faces. It's kind of rough for him to come into this track. A little bit of wet weather to start out. You know, that's always rough. But at least for some interesting battles here. Who do you think's the favorite so far today, Smitty?
Well, Stewie's the champion. He won the race won the championship last season. But his close mate Aaron Dazzler,
top of his game,
just recently joined the league, so I'm expecting big things from Aaron Dazzler as Stewie goes fastest.
16 down.
Obviously, Stewie will go take it. I know what Stewie's like. He won't take it easy because he's won the championship. He'll be going for every win as they come. But our goal now as a league is to find people that can match him. As harsh as that sounds, everybody in GP1 understands that.
It's good to have a solid benchmark too. You know, that gives everybody something to shoot for. It always drives everybody a little bit faster.
Oh, there's an incident in sector 2. I don't know if that's that Sauber getting out of the way of Aaron. Up the hill out he comes. Forcing, yeah. Up to the line he comes, what's he gonna do? Second.
Ooh. And only a few hundredths of a second separates him.
Yeah, he's
pretty close.
very quick. That is Aaron Desna. Him, Stewie. They're always racing together and always practicing together, so.
Ginger's up there in the low
Wait,
117s.
where's Phil?
Is he not racing today?
I don't know.
Interested to see the strategies. We've got a couple guys out on softs.
Yeah, very
and
interesting
actually,
to see.
V6 set the fastest time as of right now on softs.
Yeah, V6 burn out. The track must be drying out surely and set them on the softs as well. Once Cesaro coming up to the top of the coming up the hill now. I don't think the rain's getting onto the racing line as much. Cesaro goes second, 16.8. Wow, the track's improving.
A little bit as the track.
Yeah, I think the track's improving into it, so that fastest lap will keep dropping. Ghost Colt comes over the line. 18 dead for him. I'll ask you now, Hockey, I know you've been off for a couple of weeks for family reasons, but how have you enjoyed this season and what do you think, how do you think it's changed from season 1?
Well, I'll say first, definitely I have enjoyed this season, that's first and foremost. As far as difference, this is my first full season, so, I joined a little less than halfway through last season. It's just interesting to see, fight for the points. Last year coming in and didn't really have a chance for anything, so it was just give it all every race. This season there was something kind of more to fight for. I think at one point I was up in third in the standings. Kind of dropped off, missing a few races, but it's just been interesting to see how many more people have joined GRL, going from 1 or 2 leagues to 3, now talking about adding a 4th and everything. That's awesome.
I think we're in talks of having 6 with how many names we've got down for next season, but
that's even better.
Depends if we get the commitment of people. So
that's all I think. But yeah, if we can get them in, having more racers in here, that'll be very interesting. It'd give a lot more battles.
Only gonna get better, mate.
Let's see here.
The match that you saved.
I'm keeping my eye around that 10, 11, 12 mark. Still a little early. I think everybody will start coming around 3 minutes or so, 3.5 minutes for the last couple laps then.
There's a few cars out on track. I mean, you are on Hamilton's going round. So is Squiddy. I mean, this track can be a poor one on changing conditions. It's a bit, you can struggle with it a lot.
Yeah, I still think they're dealing with a little bit of, water still on the track. His tires are a little slippery on Hamilton. I think this is an in-lap for him as well. He's on standard mixed. Well, we've got a couple guys leaving. We've got Ghost and who's in the McLaren behind them?
Ghost is in the Williams.
Lewis, Ghost, Lewis, and one other.
More squidding now as he goes around the first couple of corners.
Madden. Squiddy with a lot of fuel on board. He's got almost 7 laps. Maybe hoping the extra weight will give him some more downforce grip on the track.
Yeah, hopefully. Like I say, Squiddy's got moved up partway through the season from GP2 to GP1, and he's been performing. He's had a few podiums for the young guy. He's doing well. See what lap time he can do. Let's see if he can improve on his 1:17.0. He's down on his time, so I don't know if he's on I don't think he's on a hot lap actually. Steve Newman's coming across the line. He's last at the minute. Just to let a few of the guys know that spectating. Oh, Steve Newman's crashed. He's lost his back wheel. Oh, and that's awful. What on stream as well.
Ooh.
Incredible crash there from Steve.
I was just on board with him too and missed it. It's gonna be rough.
Also, some of the guys know that I'll watch him. Because of GP1's recent poor performances and how open GP2's championship is, some of the new guys have been brought straight into GP1 just to fill numbers up. So there is a big gap between drivers, we understand, but for next season they will be put in the right division. Here comes Lewis. Can he make himself safe? Across the line he goes. The 1:18.3 is not safe at the minute. He's in P12. Needs to make up another 4 or 5 attempts to be safe. And the top 4 are just going to stay in the pit now. Aaron Dazzler's back out. Danny crosses the line. Danny goes at 18.0. Well, Lewis has lost it. He's kept from destroying it. Z-Bex, see what you can do. Hard on track as Lewis. Doing that, Z-Bex gets a 1:16.8, moves himself, makes himself safe. And he's run out of fuel. I think Schumacher and Matty are thinking they're not safe at the minute. Obviously, with these guys not running P1, they do have a spare set of softs as the Renault gets nicely out of the way there. It looks like Danny's out because Danny and Colt are going to be out because they Ghost is in the pit and Danny's run out of fuel. So it's all about Hamilton. Can he improve and get himself through? You know, as he comes up to the line with 38 seconds to go. Not improving on this lap, I don't think. Does not improve. He's got one more lap to do it. It looks like Matty is going faster. He's completely. That's gonna 117.7 for him. 0. They're safe. Matty has destroyed his car. Rod Mellon improved. It's 117.3 for him. Goes all down on GRL Hamilton. Can he improve?
Got a lot of clean air in front of him, but still half a lap to go.
Yeah, how his time was. We're on board with him. Very slidey for there. Oh, he's lost it. Cannot touch that curve. Burnout goes even faster.
Just for good measure. Oof.
I think everybody will be jumping into the pits now. Yeah, in the go. Yeah, that's it then. ECR Matty arrived by skin on his chinny chin. URL Hamilton, Danny, lots of numbers. Ghost, Colt and Lewis, the 300. Steve Newman are all out of qualifying. Few of them being caught out by the slippery conditions because it's not quite intermediate weather just yet. There's a couple of the guys to retire.
So there'll be a couple guys in the top 10 starting on the soft tires, if you can see. Interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have a look at that. Few cars left yet to retire from session. There it is, the 10 for the shootout. Bernard, Cesala, Rebex, Stewie, Squiddy, Aaron Dazzler, IRL Schumacher, Ginger Ninja Match, Scarred Melon, Sacred Melon, not Scarred Melon, and last but not least, who won't be taking part, is ECR Matty. Let's see who's going to be first
A lot of wet
out.
conditions stick with this.
Yep. We haven't had a weather report to see if it's going to be dry in the race.
I think I had some early reports that it was going to be dry. Great.
Looks like nobody's going out just yet.
Oh, we got one Ninja Max is going to go head out.
It looks like he's going to be the first car out. Cesara's coming up. Cesara's beat him out. I don't know why it's took him all so long to come out. We'll stick on board with Sazala as he goes first start, see what lap time he can create.
Taking it nice and easy on the outlet. Now we're down early into the last straight. Ooh. Nice under control into the first corner. A little bit of oversteer on the outside.
Dazzler's joined, is that who left?
I actually think Ginger might be coming across the line this the first time. Let's see what he's got. 117.
117.2 for him was not as quick as what they set in the lap before, the race before. As Cesaro comes up to the line, he goes faster, it's a 116.7. Very good lap time from him there. Mellon does a 117.3. Whoa, don't see that very often. Stewie completely losing it. As Zebra sets a 117.16.7, sorry. What's the line goes, Stewie? Not the slowest, but after a slide you can understand why. But he's next. After invalidated, it's 116.5. Yeah, definitely invalidated. Yeah, no, let's see what we can do.
I'm on board with V6 burnout going around to the last corner.
Yeah, very smooth as he comes up the hill. Conditions open to DRS. As the line goes. Third, it's a 117.1 for him.
Dazzler's coming around to start his first hot lap.
Yeah, Schumacher's just behind him. He's going to try and improve on his lap. Oh no, he's not. He's jumped straight into the pit. And Stewie go fastest. Comes into the line. 116.8. He's up into the top three. But he comes into the pit very fast by the look of that, buddy. No. More Karen Dazzler then as he tries to get onto the front row of the grid. Prediction for the top three then. Who do you think is going to grab pole?
Well, it's going to be interesting, I'll say that, because it depends on what happens with this weather. If the track continues to dry out, we'll see a lot of different lap times instead. I think it'll drop even more. But as of right now, when I say my top three, I'm going to predict Stewie's going to jump up there. I'm going to think that Zebra can keep one more good lap, and then Aaron Dazzler is going to take third here.
Oh, pretty close between these lot. As Aaron comes up to the line, you do. P7 for him at 117.4. Stewie jumps into the
Lock up
pit.
going into the first corner. Aaron might be trying to set one more lap here. Improves on his first sector, but only by 3. Taking it easy through sector 2. The rain's really affecting the braking zones, you can hear it.
Even though it's wet, it's very smooth around there.
Time ban. Thank you,
Just
Will.
found out Phil is not racing because he's very ill. And that looks like it's going to be the grid if the DRS has been disabled. The track is too wet for people to go out, so it looks like Z-Bex has got pole.
Oh.
But
Yeah, but I hope Phil's doing okay.
Gonna test himself out.
That guy's still going out on the super soft. Who was that?
I don't know, I missed it. I'm on board with
Stewie.
at the minute.
Stewie's out on super soft. It's gonna be right behind him. Squiddy. Squiddy's out on inners trying to still lap time. Stewie might be regretting those super soft tires, letting Squiddy go. Pull back a little bit.
We'll see what Schumacher can do on the inters then. If DRS disabled, so the movement there to be slower. Right, he's gone over the white lines there. Completely gone wide there as well. His inters aren't working very nicely with his. A lot of cars going out now on inters, but there's a few going out on dry still.
I think the slick tires are a no-go at this point. They'll really be struggling for grip.
Yeah, because the racing line is it's not cleaning up, it's not drying off, is it? It's just the water keeps just pouring on top of it. I'm very slow there. Z-Bex thinks he's done enough. Maybe he's not got enough time to come out. Across the line goes Schumacher. He's 1:21.5. I don't think anyone would improve. But it might be a wet race, that's why the guys might be out practicing.
Riding on board with Ginger Max through the middle sector trying to improve.
One loses the back end completely there. We kept it facing the right way though, good lad.
Difficult to improve. he's seen it too. I think that pretty much those are good.
Well, I think that does.
F1 out, enjoying a little bit of drifting.
Burnout crosses the line, 128.1 for him. He's 5 seconds down. Doesn't look like he's going to be improving. Aaron Dazzler, what can he do? It's a 131. 132.4 for him. Zara crosses the line. But yeah, that looks like it is. Zebex has got pole from F1 Cesara. Stewie, unless he finds something now, is third. Bernat is fourth as the battery tires. Sorry. Going for yawning now. And then Burnout fourth. Ninja Max fifth. Sacred Melon 6th, Aaron Dazzler 7th, Schumacher 8th, Squiddy 9th, and ECR Matty 10th. Would you be able to take a screenshot of that, please?
Yes.
You put it? Oh, look how close that was for Cesara. Less than 300s. Incredible.
What's very interesting with that as well is I forget now what the name of it is. He's in eighth place, starting going to choose his tire. Where everyone else will be stuck with the super.
Squiddy.
Yeah, Squiddy.
No, they won't. It's GP.
Oh,
it's Q2.
Right, Q2.
Yeah. Yeah, rather than on the grid, it looks bone dry. Hopefully nobody readies up straight away. So we have the 5-minute break. Now, what do you think is going to be the outcome of this race? Who do you think is going to win it? Do you think it's going to be dry all race?
I think we'll have a dry race. And it's definitely going to change it from the qualifying, so we'll see some position changes. I'm not really quite sure who's going to win, but I don't think Zabea is going to be able to hold on to the P1 for very long. And it's not a very long run down to turn 1 either, so we'll definitely see some good battles at the front. Hopefully some clean battles. Oh, and somebody may have readied up already.
Yeah. I've seen that one. I think some of the guys aren't there on the formation lap. But I know it was. So we have Zeback starting on the softs, Zala, Squiddy, Burnout, Max on the supers, Scott Sacred Melon on the softs, Aaron Dazzler and Earl Schumacher on the supers, Squiddy on the softs, Matty, Hamilton, Danny on the supers, Lewis is on the softs, Steve Newman and Ghost Colt both on supers as well. Will be an interesting race to watch. I'll stay on board with third if you want to go from the back, see if there's any incidents. Here we go then. 5 red lights. We are away here at Brazil. Cesaro gets a great start from P3. Cesaro takes the lead. Burnout's trying to go past Stewie. He doesn't quite get through. I feel there's a wing flying out the back. Ginger Ninja Max is trying to get Burnout down the back straight. Goes right across the track, he's going to make it stick. He does not. Burnout survives. Oh, there's a bit of a touch right back there. Lewis is spun round. There's off the track, there's a few cars. A virtual safety car. A lot of damage. There's been a few cars that have jumped up a few places from the start.
Not really sure why the virtual safety car came out there. Everyone's
There's a lot of damage on that corner. I don't know if
the debris
on turn 2 and 4. Yeah, I don't know if someone's caused it there.
Looks like Ghost Colt might have gotten the blunt of that. He's missing half his front left wing.
That's positive. Green flag.
With Steven and Lewis missing a little bit of the front right ring. Danny looks like he's got some damage.
Squiddy and Matty just went side by side then.
Stewie all over the back of Cedar. Tried to go around the outside, just couldn't hold it stick.
It's the closest battle at the minute is Stewie and eBay.
He's being very patient, just waiting for the right moment.
Yep.
It's a bad defending nice though. A little lockup.
And Ninja Max as well. It's on the back of the other Renault.
Coming around the lap 3 DRS to be enabled after this. But then if I push it back actually the safety cars from lap 4. Oh, and they're little trains filing up after turn 1. Burnout on the back of Stewie in the back.
I missed that, but Aaron Leslie has just got past Schumacher. Seemed like a great move for them. Squiddy's trying to get past the Ferrari, to not hold his teammate up behind him. Amazing how these guys are still bunched up. Zala is pulling away in the lead now. Is any good news for him?
There's a 4-way battle going on for second right now. So he'll just let them contend. So he'll just, F1's just let everybody contend for a battle for P2 behind him. Meanwhile, he'll just pull away.
Very good for Cesaro. Gets off a bit more points on the board. Stewie's going for Z-Rex.
He has it right now. Can he make it stick? Oh, definitely. Nobody gets a good run. And he's got the DRS. Wheel to wheel going into turn 3.
Oh, it's gone wide a bit. Let's leave his team at him. Oh, Hamilton's got past Danny behind there. Up into the points. Danny back after a couple of weeks out. Oh, when it touches the grass. Stewie's going to push on now, I presume.
And you can already see the gap starting to form, about a 1 second gap.
The Renaults are going side by side. Look, I'm sure it's surely not going to defend too much on this. Yep. So Burnout's gone past. They are all on the faster tyre compared to Z-Bex, who did have a cracking performance in qualifying, which got himself on the podium, but on pole, sorry. He's just dropping back at the minute. He's on the slower tyres. Hamilton and Danny are side by side again. Danny's back through. The battle for the last point paying position here. Oh, they've gone side by side again. Very good battle in there, very clean, very fair. This is how racing should be. It's just what's happened to Cesar. Stewie's right to the back of him there. Cesar's obviously gone wrong somewhere. Oh, Max is on the back of Z-Bex. Aaron Dazzler's gone.
Did you just kind of hold it on the outside? Oh, he's been good.
Very good defending there. Once again is pushing Aaron Dazzler. Hamilton and Danny are still fighting for that last point.
Oh, Hamilton goes on the inside.
Braking. Great move there from the debut driver.
He made it stick, and now Steve wants some more too. Wheel to wheel.
Gonna go all the way around the outside. Great overtake there from the pair. Oh, Matty and Squiddy goes toe to toe. Squiddy's going to go around the outside. Left the RS. The RS is open. It should be an easy move for him here. He's past him as Stewie's taking the lead. Missed that. Stewie and Cesaro on a battle at the front. Danny's into the pit. He's pitted very early. Burnout now on the back of Cesaro.
Yeah, I think Danny was trying to fix some damage on his wing. Cesaro really pushing to try to get back by Stewie.
He's trying to get onto the back of Z-Bex. He just cannot get through. And Aaron Dazzler is also behind, trying to fight his way through. Great battling between these two. Show GP2 you can have a full lobby and be able to fight without having any damage. Although a few guys at the back will disagree.
ECR Matty trying to push back towards Squiddy right now. Close the gap down under half a second. We're right on the back of him now.
Yeah, one mistake around this track will cost you. As Danny found out the hard way. Matty's gone right off the track there.
And meanwhile, Aaron Dazzler's got a very good run on the Ginger Ninja and DRS.
Is DRS going to be enough to save Ginger? I don't think so. Aaron Dazzler goes down the inside, the locks up. Ginger's still there. Whoa! I'm going to back up now a little bit. Hamilton jumps into the pit now. Moves Steve Newman up into the final pause position. The battle there from Aaron. Max has dropped back into Schumacher's grasp below. He's having a good race for Schumacher. Side by side is Mellon and Steve. Steve defends very nicely there.
Dylan's back up the inside.
Really pushing. Three-way battle at the back here between Ghost Colt. Oh, well, Hamilton's just down in front of them as well. There's a four-way battle now. Battles all over the park.
Yeah, we still have Jacob
Mellon
Mellon and Steve going at it. So number 3.
Then he's got past Lewis. I think Lewis is struggling.
Aaron's now closing in Z-Bex.
Still on board with Mellon as he tries to close the gap with Steve Newman. Steve Newman defends very well there, but Mellon tries to go around the outside. Dick's behind him there, wise option. Dazzler pushing now onto Z-Bex, who started this race in pole position.
I just don't think Z-Bex has the grip of the corners that the Super Softs do right now.
They will be going longer into the race. Oh, Tazala, the top 3 are in.
There goes Dazzler, he's in the pits too.
Z-Bex moves up to the top, man. Everybody's in. Schumacher stayed out, Scuddy stayed out, Mattis stayed out. What tyres are they all going on to? Softs, I think the 2 stopping. Zala softs. Oh, little touch there with Steve and Mellon. They're going to come right out in this battle. Everybody's come out on softs there. Yep. It is now. Z-Bex leading the way after not pitting.
That'll really look
Mellon
pedal down.
moved up to 7th and 8th. He's got Burnout right behind him. I presume the top 4 will be pitting now. Oh, Burnout gets side by side with Steve. Whoa!
A little contact.
Oh, Squiddy's on the back of Schumacher. Schumacher's in. Squiddy's also on the softs. Up to 2nd there. Matty is in as well. Burnout goes side by side with Steve, who jumps into the pit. Everybody pitting at similar times here. Oh, still on the back of Hamilton. Colt's going around the outside. He's on the mediums. Makes the move done before the corner. Great overtake there. Whoa, they're touching a little bit. Hamilton's back through. Oh, the touch again. Oh, Beth McLaren's are battling behind as well. Losing Steve comes out on the faster tyres. Hamilton's still pushing. Raced up the hill. Virtually pushing him there.
Oh, Hamilton goes on the inside.
Guys, that's a very late
Quickly
move
get
there.
into space. He's gonna stay behind him.
Burnout's got Mellon. Cesaro sits the fastest lap. And closing that gap now. Aaron Dasley's going to have to try and get past Mellon to keep up with Burnout now. Oh, he's going around the inside. Norris wide open. Make a stick into the inside. Yes, he is. Basically, hard work on that. With Mellon on the softer tyre, on his tyres, the longer. Good old English. Open tyres still fight battling it out.
Hamilton and Ghost still going at it on 3/10 of a second, separate two. And the 2/10. It's the corner where Hamilton might go for the dive last corner. Last lap, rather. Ghost closes it off. Keep it clean. Around to the last corner. Hamilton tried to get on the gas early. Not quite the run he expected out of there. We'll have DRS.
What was he about? I don't know what lap he plans to pit. Pit window lap 14 to 17, so he could be in the next 2 laps. Aaron Dazzler pushing his teammate there. Oh, both of them lock up.
Oh, Burnout went off the road a little bit.
Whoa, it's gone
Dazzler
straight
stayed
down
out,
the inside. What a
capitalized.
great move that is. Max on the back of Mellon. I don't know if Mellon's pitted out. He made a touch. Oh, he's got a better run, I think. Squiddy is now into the pit. Max still side by side with Mellon. He's got past him now, he's through.
A bit of space between the field now. Burnout and Aaron Dazzler are still fighting away for the fourth.
There's still a few battles going on. Burnout's still close to Aaron. Hamilton is still on the back of Colt. So let's go on to the leader, see what he plans on pitting anytime soon.
I imagine they'll be trying to make those soft tires stretch as far as they can.
Yeah. Burnout's side by side with Aaron.
Well, they both locked up going into
Pushing
the
him on the
corner.
outside. Oh, the touch, Robin is racing, guys, remember that? Oh, the touch even more. Very tight to go up there as well, I found tight yesterday.
Zala awarded a 3-second penalty, that's not a factor. Now puts Aaron Dazzler provisionally third.
Right, Z-Bex has got a pit soon, hasn't he? So I don't know if he's going to be in this lap. He is in this lap, the leader is in. What's he going on to? Onto the mediums, he's one stopping. Comes out, it looks like he's going to slot out in P7. I think Schumacher's going to beat him.
Oh, he's hit the wall.
That's not good. That is not good at all.
I can't tell if he sustained damage from that or not.
Is Mellon going to come out in front of Steve? Well, I don't think no, he's not. Steve's jumped him, he's undercut him. But now, on lap 16, I think everybody has pitted at least once. Yeah, apart from the last two, they've pitted twice. Stewart is leading the way in the Merc. The GP1 champion of season 2. He's showing why he won the championship. Cesala, after a cracking start, finds himself in P2. He's closing the gap though. He's not letting Stu have it all his own way. Aaron Dazzler, the newcomer, is in third. He's fought his way up the field. Bernard is close behind him in fourth. Ginger Ninja Max having a very solid race in P5, making up for points that fortunately his teammates can't bring home because he's ill. Z-Max is now into sixth, who will be one stopping. IRL Schumacher having another solid race in P7. ERL Matty, ECR Matty is in 8th, Squiddy 9th, Compton's in 10th, and Steve Newman and Hamilton are battling it out for 11th there. Steve Howard got 11th. Oh no, oh, Hamilton touches him. He's through though, with Mellons just behind him. Danny and Lewis, unfortunately the two guys that have pitted twice at the back of the field. Hoping that there's some retirement still in this race. Lewis goes for it. He makes it stick. Danny goes off wide. Good overtake there from Lewis. Oh, excuse me. Cesala's closing the gap on Stewie now. It's just over a 10th. I'll leave you on board with the battle for P11 at the minute. Even though they're not battling for points, they're still having a cracking race down there. Just going to the toilet hockey every 2 seconds.
Yeah, we are following on board with Hamilton and Steve here. Hamilton's got a good run coming down straight. DRS with him. Going around the outside. Trying to put the power down as the inside of this one too. I just couldn't put it out. Oh! And Mellon comes out of nowhere, they touch tires. All sorts of stuff out there on the behind. But he's not going to give up easily. He's going right on the back of Hamilton. And up the hill. Been nice and tidy. Mellon down in. He's going to try to go middle. Decides against it. Mellon is joining the race for P8 here, actually.
Oh, sorry?
So Mellon has decided to join the race for P10. It's now Hamilton and Mellon both fighting with Steve.
Yeah, they're having a good battle between the pair of them. Little trio, sorry. Looks like
Mellon's got a really good run.
Mellon's on the fresher tyres, remember? He's got him, he's got Hamilton. Hamilton cannot do nothing
He's gonna try for
but watch him as if...
He's gonna try to go down the
touches
inside.
Steve though. Hamilton, what has he done there? Surely he's got to give that place back. He backs off there though. He completely cut the corner to stay in front of the pair.
He's turn 30. Oh, Mellon right on the back of Steve.
Yeah, he's on the charge, I think, isn't he? He's on the fresher tyres. As Lewis has left the session, unfortunately. Bernard is still sticking with Aaron Dazzler, he's not letting him pull away. Mellon's still on the back of Steve Newman.
Hamilton not wanting to give up either.
back of him there.
This is the battle for the last point.
Steve's in for his last thing. What's he going on to? He's got a long way to go to. Going on to the softs, he is. Onto the softs for Steve.
Hamilton picked up another penalty.
Schumacher still trying to push onto the back of Zebex.
Schumacher really put the pressure on.
Bernard's in. Bernard is in from P4 and he's got a stop-go penalty. He's speeding into the pit lane. Got to make up as much time as he possibly can. He darts into the pit. He's gone for the undercut though. Schumacher still stuck behind Zebeck. He's going to try and get him down the back. The second DRS straight.
Doesn't have a good exit.
Was ghosting. Is he going to get him? Across he goes. Oh, it's going to be the torch. Schumacher tries to go around the outside. Right, he's still there.
Schumacher not giving up. He's the penalty.
Oh, well done,
takes
Schumacher.
Good job not to back off there.
Zebeck needs to let him go. He does not need to push them tires. He needs to stick on the back of him.
Burnout gets
Matty. Oh, Matty touches him as he comes back on. He has a little bit of a slide. And Burnout get past him. He does not want to be held up this much. There he goes through.
Oh, is Squiddy trying to go up the inside of Matty now? He's going to
very good overtake by Squiddy there. Oh, he must have known Matty was pitting. Zebeck is still pushing onto the back of Schumacher as he locks up there. Mellon's up to P9 now as Hamilton's in as well. Both Ferraris pit on the same lap. Joyce Cole's going to go up into the points, I think. Yes, he does.
Zebeck's not wanting to give up on Schumacher.
I've got to say, this is going to be one of the best races I've witnessed all season. As Stewie's in, the leader is in.
Aaron Dazzler's coming right
12
behind him.
laps left. He's going on to another set of softs. Oh yeah, Aaron Dazzler follows him in. Luckily they do not hold each other up. Another set of softs. Is Burnout going to beat? As Burnout does the fastest lap, is Burnout going to beat Aaron out? It's going to be close, I think he is. Look at close. Ooh.
Oh, that's real close.
Does Burnout has jumped Aaron Dazzler, but he's on a lap older tyres. That doesn't hinder him too much later on in the race. Because there was potentially battling for the last podium. So Cesaro leads the way now. Hopefully he can push and push and push and see if he can get a few more decent lap times out of them tyres.
Oh, he's going into pit too. Doesn't want to risk it.
He's in, he's covering off Stewie then.
I imagine Ginger as well. That's pretty up. Yeah, there he goes.
That'd be Schumacher that potentially is leading this race again. There he goes. Schumacher and Zebeck. Zebeck obviously is going till the end. So is Stewie. Stewie has got to pass Zebeck once again. Zali, look how close Zali is to Stewie. He's getting massively under. He's on the supers. He's gone on to the super soft slot. going to be faster.
This is going to be an all-out sprint to the finish.
There's a battle for first, there's a battle for third as well. Oh, Cesaro gets a penalty. That's not going to be good for him. Zebex obviously is in the fight for the position because he will be going to the end on them tyres. So it will be Schumacher that gets out of the way of all of these when he pits. Absolute cracking race. Outstanding. What the hill to go. Just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out on Bernat.
There goes Schumacher into the pit lane.
Schumacher's in. Gets out of the way.
Solid down the inside of Stewie.
They make it stay. Oh, the side by side. Oh, it touches the curb a little bit. I think as he touched the curb, that's what hit with him.
Hold on.
And Dazzler is just behind now. He's trying to fight out. And back straight. Cesaro once again side by side. Cesaro's got him. He's on the faster tyre, remember? He's got to pull that gap now. He's got to get past Zebex and hope Zebex can hold up Stewie not much longer.
He's wasted no time closing the gap.
Oh, he's left the door wide open for Stewie then. That was a bit silly there for Cesaro. You cannot. That's like feeding the lions. You can't chuck him the meat. Hold the meat in your hand. No, he'll take it. He will take it without a second. Up the hill to go now. Cesaro's going for it. He's going for the lead of the race. There he goes. And Zebex, who was pole, he's having a cracking race. Got to turn it around. Cesaro's through. He's going to go. Stewie gets the penalty as well. Aaron Dazzler's still trying to get that third place, that fourth place off Burnout. I keep forgetting Zebex will not be pitting again. Ginger Ninja Max sets the fastest lap now. Aaron Dazzler goes for it. Oh, is he going to make a stick? Side by side now. Come on, Aaron, go on. Oh, but Burnout's just not giving it up. Oh, what a great race between these two. I don't know if the touch there. Oh, it goes down the inside. Fair play to Burnout is giving him so much space. Oh, Aaron nearly loses it. Stewie and Zebex are side by side as well. There's battles all through this race.
Oh,
Is it a flag?
Contact.
Is that?
I think Stewie might have just damaged some of his front wing. Zebex and Stewie. Just a little bit.
He's dropped back a little bit. Would be. I mean, Zebex is on the slower tyres. Aaron's he's still trying to get Burnout. He goes down the inside. How's he got that stuck? But he hasn't, because Burnout's 14 back. No DRS for either of them because they were side by side. Oh, the touch again. Look at this race up. Ooh. We'll let him off there because that hill is very, very tight. This time, Burnout defends the inside line. Would you like to invite Steve Newman and see what happened?
Yeah, I didn't all the extent. I didn't realize we'd lost him.
Yeah, Steve Newman crashed. That's what I thought you were on about. He said, oh, he's got some damage. Steve Newman was out of the race into the first corner.
Oh no, I was talking about Stewie and Zebex.
Yeah, I realised when you said his name. Cesaro sets fastest lap after fastest lap. Stewie goes around the outside, he's going to make it stick on Zebex. Yes, he does. That's P2 for Stewie. Aaron Dazzler and Burnout still side by side. There's damage on one car. Aaron Dazzler's got through. He's going to make it stick though because Burnout will be coming at him. Oh, Zebex has gone back through past Stewie. Stewie's gone miles of what's happening there. Stewie's struggling. Stewie's off. Adam's
Oh,
through
no!
now.
Stewie's lost it.
Wow. Why Stewie left?
He's crashed out. Right at the top
Maybe
of
he
the
should
hill.
leave straight away. Sorry, Steve, I know the commotion, we missed what happened to you. Would you like to tell us what happened? Would you be able to tick the box and tell us what happened that ruined your race? You lost it yourself, no one else involved. Oh, very unfortunate. You were having a very good battle with the likes of Mellon and Hamilton. Hamilton had a good battle with you. There was a bit of touching, but I would say that's always racing, so... Oh, Zebex is off, Aaron Dazzler goes up to P2. It's been outstanding, mate. There's been battles all over the place.
Everybody's kind of spaced themselves out right now.
Yeah, they've spaced themselves out since Stewie's crashed. I think they might be finished by then. Yeah, we make it more interesting, that one. Should be able to now, your car's vanished, yeah.
That was safety car.
No, it has left. How long are you staying on for, Steve? Oh, fuck off. You bum bandit. See you later, buddy. Good racing though, pal, that was very good. See you next week, pal. Steve Newman there unfortunately crashing out himself. We thought there may be contact with somebody, but no, he's just put himself out. Have you invited Stewie? Okay, see what happened there.
Let's see if we can try to get him in. He might have.
I presume. Oh, there's no point getting him in because you can't hear him anyway. So, but I presume he was very, very upset with what happened with him and Zebex and just give up.
Yeah, frustration can get to you sometimes.
As much as he's a good racer, frustration does get to you, no matter who you are. I've seen that with Hamilton and Vettel this year. Even though it is only a game, as probably everyone's girlfriend does tell him, it's more than a game, it's life. And quite frankly, the way these lot have been battling, they've proved that some of them have put their hearts on the sleeves. So with 4 laps to go, Zala is leading this race with Aaron Dazzler in second. Burnout is up to third. Zebex is fourth on the one stop. Squiddy's fifth. Schumacher sixth. Ginger Ninja Max down to seventh. Mellon is eighth. Matty ninth. Ghost Colt is in 10th. Schumacher and Danny round out the top 12 with Lewis, Stewie and Steve Newman retired from this race. Probably a good time to start thinking about driver of the day there, Hockey. Because it's a very interesting race. Schumacher, Squiddy's in. Squiddy's coming. Oh, that's a shame. He was doing so well, but Schumacher's now up to P5. Who do you think deserves driver of the day today?
Oh, I'm looking at the grid, looking at kind of his overall position change right now. I tell you what, eh?
The biggest Aaron change is Aaron Dazzler and Ghost Colt.
Yeah.
Ghost Colt's up in the points.
Here it is.
Dazzler has performed well.
Yeah, especially with the qualifying. I'm gonna vote Aaron Dowd on this one just because starting outside of the top three and now fighting in for position, and he might still be able to take P1 with this because I know Cesaro's got a few penalties, so it's not over yet.
Yeah, he has. Although, yeah, he might win the race, like you say, yeah. So, I agree with you. Aaron's had a cracking race. He's been, I mean, Burnout is up there as well. He's got to be up there for the best drive. Him and Aaron have just performed the whole race. They've just pushed each other to the max. Aaron, at the start of the race, obviously came from, I think it was 7th, past Max, past Schumacher, past Burnout, past Zebex. He's passed a few people in this race. He's certainly shown why I want him in this league. Very good race with him in the league before. Believe it or not, I think he was a lot slower then. I like to think that. I'd like to think I haven't lost my pace, but yeah.
And he's still putting in a few more fighting laps here at the end.
He's losing time to Cesaro, but I don't know. I mean, we'll leave the penalties till after the race to make it more interesting, but I think Max and Schumacher are going to fight it out for 5th place. I think Zebex, even though he had to pit very early on, struggled on the softs very early, he's performed well. I mean, it was a very unlikely pole that he got, and to finish 4th out of 15 is incredible for the lad. And then Max is still struggling with the RS Open to get past Schumacher. Schumacher, everybody knows, is he likes to have his elbows out. He's the Magnussen of the gaming world, and I think that's pretty much guaranteed Cesaro the victory there with Aaron Dansler's penalty.
Those late race penalties can really put their disappointment into you too, because they can kind of cut off the pace a little bit.
Yes, they can. Max is really struggling now. We'll jump on to Cesaro as he comes around the final corner to start his last lap. I mean, he was beating Stewie on pace anyway, but for him to completely walk away with this in the end is just incredible for the guy. I think it's his 2nd or 3rd win of the season. I mean, he's pushed. If he can keep the car in between the white lines, he can push Stewie, and I know he can. I've seen him do it. I mean, we've all watched him today do it. A very good race from the lad. Unfortunately, his teammate Urban Unicorn could not make it tonight, who has been scoring a lot of points as well. But for the Haas team that won Constructors in GP2 last season are going to come home with a win here, unless there's a big incident. Beautiful over the top view there from him as he comes up the hill. The last time, well, it's not the second last time, because I did the thinking lap, all down lap. So here we go. Cesaro crosses the line to win the race. There we go. First place for Cesaro. Aaron Dansler looks like he's going to hold on to P2. Doors, it's only just though. Only just. Burnout gets 3rd. That's your top 3. Zebex is 4th. Schumacher holds off. Ginger Ninja Matsu get 4th and 5th. Zebex down to 6th. Squiddy now. Is he going to stay in 7th? He is. Well done, Squiddy. Melon now having a very good race on his debut here. Gets P7, he beats Squiddy. ECR Matty crosses the line. He's P9 and the last point scorer. I think he's going to be goes to Colt. Across the line he goes. As the rain starts to pour, Colt gets 9th. Matty drops down to 10th, and even though Hamilton is not going to finish in the points, he has had a few very good battles. And he will should be proud of P11 here. These are very fast drivers here. There we go then. Would you be able to take a screenshot of the results for me please, without penalties, Hockey please? Without penalties, thank you. Get those, there we go, look, Cesari on the top spot with Aaron Desmond in second. And Burnout third. Very good race from from all three of them. It's a surprise not to see Stewie up there, but after everything...
Okay, cool.
Here we go then. Have you took the screenshot of the points for me? If you got no mark there, Bernat, just write me a quick message on your race, please. Just how it went and what you could improve at. So whilst we wait for Aaron Dazzler's already here. I know Hockey, you're very good at interviewing people, so if you would like to interview the top three.
Okay, yeah, sure. We have everyone in here now. You guys check the box.
Everyone's in here.
Okay. We'll start with third. Who actually got third again? To be honest with you,
Bernard.
These things from around.
He's got no mic, so
Bernard.
start from first. He's got no mic. He's typing.
All right, we'll start from first then. F1 Cesaro. First off, tell us how you felt that race. It was a brilliant drive, man. Brilliant drive.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, it was a good race. It went well, and qualifying went well, but I don't know what happened to Stewie. He just saw he left or something. Decided to have like a battle with him, and when I came out at supers, I didn't expect him to be on soft, so I thought I made the wrong strategy call, but it ended up paying out in the end.
Yeah, it ended up playing out there. Now, with the last couple laps left, we weren't really sure how many penalties everybody had and how everything was going. So what kind of was going through your mind going through there? Just to put it all out on the line, or?
Yeah, I was putting it all on the line. I was trying to save fuel at the same time, so I was basically one lap trying to push it, one lap save, one lap push, one save, and try get the gap.
I think I saw that toward the end there. Very interesting technique, saving the fuel. So well done. Managing your tires, managing the fuel. Very good drive overall. But I guess we'll move on to Aaron Densler. Coming in second there. Almost took first place out of the field. How was your race?
If you're going to get P2, you'd prefer it not to be 3/10 off first, to be honest. But yeah, it was pretty good. I think I probably could have got those 3/10 if, because I got told it was a 5-minute break, so I went, and when I came back, they'd started the formation lap, so I never got to choose my fuel. So for the whole race, I was basically saving fuel, so I couldn't really push as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, unfortunately, somebody already. We are trying to crack down on that, so we will look into it. Yeah, we know who it was. Don't worry about that. We know who it was.
Yeah, but overall, even still saving fuel, you had a brilliant race. But I mean, starting from 7th and working your way up, that's a difficult thing. Still proud of the drive you had. Smith, do you have anything for the guys?
No, just waiting for Bernard to message, and then we can get this wrapped up and all underway. But yeah, congratulations on you guys. What happened to Stewie was, I think he got in a bit of a tangle with Zebex. Zebex obviously couldn't defend that well.
Defending quite hard.
He would defend it. I defended quite well, but obviously Stewie wasn't happy with it.
Stewie's getting frustrated behind him.
Even though Stewie's won the championship, he's one of them drivers that will always push to win every race of the season. So it's nice to see him. We've just got a message off Bernard. I'll read that out now. Short and sweet. It was a great race with great battles with Aaron. So yeah, Aaron's first race in GRL. maybe might be his last, he might stay on
I'll
with
be
us,
in
but
next week.
he has been voted driver of the day today. He's started in P7 after a poor qualifying to
Yeah,
then
my game
make.
crashed in quali.
I mean, yeah, we're seeing it, but we're seeing all of his overtakes, and they were just outstanding. It just proves how fast this guy is. Seeing as I used to race with him and I used to beat him, so that's nice to know. Now that he's got faster, but yeah. So congratulations on you three. Obviously the championship's been won, so you lot are just racing for pride now. I don't know if that's your third win, Cesare, or is it your second?
Yeah, third, I think.
Third of the season for Cesare, so that's good. But like I say, congratulations to everybody. I would have got Stewie in here to congratulate him on his championship, but unfortunately he's probably off and his mic doesn't work on stream anyway, so we don't know. But I'll update everybody with what he said and congratulate him from all of us. It's Abu Dhabi next week for every division. Let's hope to end the season with a very clean bang after GP2 yesterday. So good luck to everybody, and nice to watch the race because it was outstanding. I'm losing my voice, but yeah, thank you Hockey for helping me today. See you all guys later. Bye bye.
Congratulations, guys. Cheers.